Hello guys, welcome back to Tool Crate. My name is Javier, and in this video we're going to take a quick look at one of these Franklin sensors. I have the ProSensor M90 model right here. Sorry about the autofocus. And we're just going to take a quick look at it, see how reliable it is. Usually these stud finders aren't very reliable. You do have to go over, scan the wall a few times just to get an idea of what's behind here. And what's interesting about the Franklin sensor stud finder models is that you don't have to place them on an empty spot on the wall, press the button, wait about 2-3 seconds to calibrate, and then slide it across. What's interesting about these is that there is no calibration. You can just press the button anywhere. You can press it on the wall, you can press it away from the wall, and as soon as you place it on the wall, it should detect an object behind the wall. Of course, we're looking for studs here, and as you can see, it's got several LEDs on the front. I believe this has 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the way these work is basically anything that's behind the wall is going to show up where these lights are. So I have a pretty good idea. There's a stud right here, and as you can see, there's only going to be 3 lights that light up at a time, and if you slide it across, it's going to keep moving so that the lights that are over the stud are the ones that light up. So we're going to take a look at this and see how accurate this is. And also, I haven't put this piece of trim on yet. As you can see, it does. As you can see, it's not really attached to the wall yet. So we're going to see just how accurate it is. So as we can see right here, it is showing a stud in this section. And I'm going to throw a nail in there just to see if it grabs on or not. And that was a surefire success. So we can see that it actually is pulling the trim onto the wall. So we know that this is pretty accurate. And let's keep scanning the wall. As you can see, it's not perfect. You'll see some pretty odd readings. Right here, it looks like it's glitching out right here. I'm pretty sure there isn't anything behind the wall. But just to give it the benefit of the doubt, let's see what's behind here. So as you can see, it's not attached to the wall just yet. And let's see if there's anything. Maybe this could be 2 studs back to back. Could just be a false reading. So let's see, put a nail in here and see if it grabbed on. Yeah, it didn't hit anything, because it's still it's grabbing onto the drywall, but it's not really sucking it, it's not really pulling it in all the way in as strong as this side right here. We'll keep on scanning. See some weird, odd readings right there. And then right here we got an outlet. Usually at an outlet there's usually a stud to the left or to the right, and according to this stud finder, the Franklin sensor, it's showing that it's to the right, and I've already gone ahead and marked it right there. Same thing, it's not attached, the trim is not attached to the wall, and we'll see if it grabs. Did grab the wall. Go ahead and put the nail on the bottom. Do this side as well. Alright, keep scanning the wall here. And what's kind of odd is it's showing that there's a stud to the left side of the outlet. So we're going to go ahead and nail that just to see what we find, if it's a false reading or not. And you know what? It actually did grab the wall. It actually grabbed it better than it did on this side, so I'm not sure if this is a false reading or if it actually is a stud, but this is a stud for sure. And according to this, we got something over here. I don't know if the camera open. It's showing something up right here. This is where I did a scarf joint between 2 pieces of trim. Let's see if it grabs on or not. something. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and take this to a different location and we'll do some further testing. Okay, so I moved it over just a little bit, and I do want to apologize for the previous clip for the autofocus hunting a lot. And we're going to keep going and just see what else we can find along this wall and keep testing this Franklin sensor out. Also, according to, oh wow, that's kind of weird. It appeared it was one little stud, but then it turns into a double stud, so that's kind of odd. So it kind of seems as if there's something here. Another trick you can do to find studs is if it sounds hollow, obviously there's nothing behind there, and you can kind of tell where the studs are. This might just be a false reading, but we'll go ahead and test it just to see if there's anything. We'll test it by stapling or nailing the trim into the wall, see if it grabs anything. And it didn't pull the trim as when you hit a stud, so this is basically holding on to the drywall, so this was a false reading. Okay, we got another weird odd reading down here. It looks like this might be a stud. It did turn, as I slide to the right side, it turns into a humongous stud, but as I slide left, it only shows up as a normal size stud. Let's see if there's anything here. And it's kind of hard to tell if we hit anything. It sounds like there's a stud there. If I did hit it, it didn't pull the trim too close to the wall. And we'll keep on going. Down here, that was a weird false reading. Pretty odd. Okay, so it appears that there's one right here. Let's see what we find. And I believe we hit one, so that's good. So anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and give my final thoughts on this Franklin sensor. And I was hoping this would be 100% accurate or 90 or 80% accurate. And unfortunately it's not as accurate as I would have hoped. However, it is a lot easier to use than a regular stud finder because, as I was saying earlier, I don't have to calibrate it in an empty spot. Sometimes when you're first starting off looking for studs, you have no clue where there's a stud unless you find it. So you might actually be placing it over a stud to do the calibration, which screws up the calibration. So you have to find a stud and then go 3 inches over just to calibrate it. With this, you don't have to do that. You can place it anywhere, and because of that fact, you can it speeds up finding studs a lot quicker, makes it a lot easier. I don't have to spend as much time finding them. Sure, it's not as accurate. I do have to go over it a few times just like I did before, but it's a lot easier to use, and I don't have to sit there and mark, okay, I found the edge, I found the other edge, and then I have an idea what this basically shows you where the stud is. I don't have to look for the edge of the stud. So on that point, it's a lot easier to use, it's a lot quicker. I give it a 1 thumbs up, but give it a 2 thumbs up if it was more accurate. But again, this is a lot easier to use than your average stud finder. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Go ahead and subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to check out the Tool Craze website. That's www.toolcraze.net. I have a lot of people asking me every time I post a video, hey man, where you been? Haven't seen you in a while. And well, the fact is, most of my content is on the website. So if you want to see my content more often, I have content every day on the Tool Craze website, every weekday, Monday through Friday. I'll have news articles about new tools that are coming out. I'm going to go ahead and do the write-up on this tool as well. If I do find anything else, I'll update the review. So don't forget to check that out. And thanks for watching. Take care.